I think I'm live, but let me check for a second. Hello? Not yet. Let's wait and take a breath together. Hello, my beautiful tribe. My name is Emily Potter. I'm the director of the Lightworker Musicians Tribe and the Million Kisses Foundation, and I love this topic. Tribe. This is something that I have struggled with in my life, and I want to invite you to get real within yourself. Is this something that you're seeing that is holding you back? Do you know that you can make a real difference to heal the world? But you are really afraid that if you do, if you actually let your voice be heard, then you're going to say the wrong thing, you're going to do the wrong thing. And so, therefore, you're holding back and you're not sharing your full voice. So, I'm going to share a personal story that happened to me when I was in Chicago as an example of how I chose to take a leap of faith and not let this hold me back. I was staying up all night long with a woman, and she is an African American woman of color who very much cannot trust white people for very good reason. She's been very, very wounded. And so I was living with her and some of their friends, and she decided to take a risk on me. I decided to take a risk and say the wrong thing. And all night long, we lit a candle and we both just made a huge mess, saying all of the hard, horrible things. And yet, one of the things that was the most incredible about this experience is that we both stayed. We made a huge mess. We let the words out of our mouths. She got to say things and I got to listen. And I got to say things and she listened, and we had all sorts of emotions come up, and there was turmoil, lots of breathing, and yet we stayed. And when the sun came up in the morning, we hugged each other, and she said to me authentically, with her heart wide open, with her eyes wide open, "Emily, I love you." And we hugged, and I said, "I love you too." And since then, she said, I now recognize that I cannot stay in a place of mistrusting all white people. And I said, and I can't just sit here and allow myself not to make a mess. And just because I'm scared of saying things, that cannot be enough reason to stay silent. Because, tribe, whatever your cause is, whatever fuels you and how you can make the world a difference, world making it a different world, if you keep your mouth closed, if I keep my mouth closed because of our fears of being criticized or feeling like we're going to say the wrong things, what's happening is that we're allowing the system to swallow us up, just swallow us up whole. We're allowing separation to happen and separation to get stronger because we decide to stay weak and allowing our voices to stay weak. So I don't care what your cause is. That's something that I wanted to share as a personal story because that's something that's very important to me. But whatever your cause is, you know what your music medicine is, you know what you have survived. So if you stay in that place of silence because you're afraid of making a mess, I'm sharing with you that this is a call to action for you to look at that, because every time you stay silent, you're allowing the separation and the unhealed places to get stronger. And lightworker musicians in this tribe know that in order for there to be a change, we have to make messes. And the reason why it's okay to make a mess, and I say that in the spirit of colors, rainbows of colors, being artists, allowing yourself to do the wrong things in the spirit of change. So when we make a mess, when we allow ourselves to do experiments and say, wow, I just said the wrong thing, and my gosh, like I totally took a risk and I said the wrong thing. The reason why it's okay to do that is because as a lightworker musician, as a world consciousness leader on the planet, we know how to take it all the way through, so the intention and the truth of who you really are can come all the way through and be overcome no matter what mess you ever make. We can walk right through the colorful messes of all of the rainbows we create and splash all over the place the wrong thing, the wrong actions, or at least appear to be wrong, because we know our intention is so pure. And so it's okay to say the wrong thing if your heart is pure. You are here to make a difference. So We know as lightworker musicians that we can get on the other side of any mess we ever create in the world. This is a very powerful place to stay so that you can have the freedom to speak your voice, to allow your voice to be heard in the world, so that you are not staying silent and allowing the separation and the unhealed places of humanity to stay strong. Every time you speak your voice in the world, unity, peace, love, joy, anything you stand for gets stronger every time you open your mouth. So, one of the tools that we have in this tribe to support you and encourage you and empower you to speak your voice is that we have regular Zoom video calls. We have one coming up here in the month of June, and you are being invited right now to get yourself on that call to practice being in a safe space with other people who are also afraid of things and they have things that are holding them back. It's what our call is about, so that we can talk about it and say, what's holding you back? Okay, I'm afraid to have my voice be heard. Okay, let's talk about it. Let's encourage you. That's listen to why you're being held back. Those are really important places to be and to find yourself on those calls with other people who are doing the same work, tribe. So for those of you who are resonating with what I'm saying and you want to get the same results as those who are on those calls, private message me. I'll get you the details to get on our next call with our lightworker musicians. And I look forward to hearing from you one-on-one to get you on those calls with other people who are making a difference and who are ready to make a big, beautiful rainbow mess of brilliant colors so that we can get on the other side and create the world that we really want to live in. Lots of love to you. Hi, Steph. Thanks for saying hello. Lots of love to those who are watching, and I will talk to you in the next video. Reach out when you're